It's the original. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your host, Classic, Eminent Sports Broadcasting. We chopping it up. I'm with my co-host, Carlos.
Boy, Loso, Casey and Loso back in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
And we talking about this fight that's going on tomorrow, weighing in about an hour. Canelo Alvarez and Charlo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's the big one. It's finally here. You know what I mean? The fucking weeks fly by like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man. Great fight coming up. You know what I mean? Battle of the undisputed.
Yes,
King
sir.
versus King.
Yes, sir.
168 undisputed versus 154 undisputed. Let's go. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the American fighter, man. I'm going to go with Charlo, bruh.
Let me ask you again. Who you got?
I mean, if I was a betting man and I had to put dollars on it, man, I would have to put money on Canelo Alvarez because, like, Charlo is the underdog. He's going up in weight, right? He's fighting the more experienced fighter in the division. So, you know what I mean? Your money would possibly more than likely go again. And the Charlo odds isn't great enough. It isn't big enough for you to say necessarily that you're going to throw that amount of money. It's the odds are pretty close, right? Check the odds for me real quick, big dog.
Let's hold on.
Last time I checked, what was it? Was it like minus? He was like a minus. He was like a plus 300. Charlo.
About to check the DraftKings sports book.
But yeah, man, this is the fight, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely a big fight, man.
What's that bullshit that you sent me? That video you talking about Charlo's hand shaking and all that?
Man, that boy had he had a case of the shakes, man.
That hand was not shaking.
I know if I was looking at him or Muhammad Ali, man. God Ali.
Man, hand was not shaking.
Man was shaking so hard. Man. That boy had the tremors. Man, did you see it? Tell me, did you see it?
Give me the odds up there, brother.
I'm waiting, man. Hold on, man. It's tripping right now. Yeah. I don't know, man. He look a little timid. Now, not to say that he ain't going to get in the ring and fight, because he going to fight.
Yeah.
But, man, my man looked a little, shaky, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feeling about Charlo's energy in the build-up to this fight. Are we seeing the lion? Better question is the lion going to roar on Saturday night?
Yeah. I just think he's just trying to be smart, man. He's trying to be tactical. He's not trying to get Canelo all riled up and disrespect him and get him more into the fight, right?
I mean, I think that would be your best strategy, would be to get Canelo upset and kind of try to get him out of his game plan and have him just try to come attack you. And then, like they say, you be the matador and let Canelo be the bull, and you use your boxing abilities and catch him, being a little overly aggressive and piecing him up and finding your shots and getting your counters off. So I would think that would be the strategy, is to get him upset and rile him up.
Yeah.
But now you letting Canelo come in calm, cool, collective. And I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see the best Charlo, because the best Charlo we've seen, all of Charlo's best performances, we know the type of energy that he brings to the ring, to the press conference, all that. So I don't know. After seeing the last face-off, seeing his whole approach to the press conferences and the build-up to the fight, I don't know. Is he going to be gunshot? Will he be gunshot? I don't know. I'm looking at the odds right now. I got Canelo, of course, the favorite, -475. Charlo is a plus 350.
Yeah, that's about the. I think the
that's kind of big, man.
I think the Canelo part of the bet has stretched out a little bit versus the Charlo part. The Charlo part seems like it stayed the same. Canelo's look like it increased by $100. No.
Yeah, that's because of the builder. Everybody's seeing Charlo energy, and he looking like a timid fighter.
I'm curious to know what the odds are gonna look like once they do the weigh-in right now, because I'm expecting Charlo to not really have any muscle, any defined abs or anything like that, because he never really comes in like that. He never really comes in with the shredded physique. He comes in like normal because he doesn't.
He's always sucked in.
So
he's been killing himself making that 54.
yeah, but when you sucked in, that's when you're supposed to see cuts and all that shit, right?
Yeah,
Abs
but
and all
I
that.
don't think I was kind of disappointed watching the All Access because I thought I would see Charlo in a little better shape. But at least now he'll be able to, I feel like, carry more muscle than he did at 54, you know?
Yeah.
But man, Canelo looking good right now, man. Oh, that boy, he in shape, he motivated. You know what I mean? He was talking his little smack in the press conference,
Yeah.
talking about Charlo. You call me out. You call me out.
He said,
You don't believe in my skills.
You've been calling me out.
You've
And
been
shit
calling
like
me
that,
out.
and now
You
it's
don't believe
time.
in my skills. I'm about to show you. So we gonna see. You know what I mean, we all know for sure Canelo coming to fight. You know what I mean? Now we can say the same thing for Charlo. Charlo's never not come to fight, you know? So I think it's gonna be a great fight, man. But man, I don't know. I feel like styles make fights.
What does Charlo have to do to win the fight, man?
He can't fight his usual style. He's gonna have to be more. He's gonna have to increase his volume of punching. He can't sit there in a staring match and just try to wait for the perfect shot, throw the 1-2s and all that, because he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Canelo's just gonna pound him out. Pause. You know what I mean?
So like, what about?
I think he's gonna have to switch it up because I feel like styles make fights, but in this fight, I feel like they both have kind of similar stuff. They both not similar styles, but the same approach, where they want to just kind of walk you down. You know what I mean? Have that aggressive posture, and land their big shots. And I feel like Canelo is the bigger puncher, and what Canelo does that Charlo doesn't do is Canelo attacks that body. And he's gonna put in that body work, which is gonna open up that head work. So
like, you think Canelo's gonna have a strong body work?
Yeah, of course, that's his game, man. He's gonna attack that body.
Well,
I mean, and when I say body, that's the body, of course, and arms. You know what I mean, he's gonna hit you wherever he can hit you. He's just gonna hit you hard, hard, hard. You know what I mean? Until he finds his shot.
Well, a lot of people have been stating that, you know what I mean, possibly Canelo would have the same approach to this. Okay, so you see how Castano gave Charlo some fits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with the movement and but Canelo's not like that, man. He doesn't move like Castano. He's more of a plodding, foot planted type of fighter.
Right, but he's not gonna have to move first.
He's never been as aggressive as Castano.
What? No, what? Canelo's super aggressive. Canelo's coming forward.
He comes in. He comes forward when he smells blood. But Castano is an aggressive fighter from out the gate.
Yeah, Canelo can move though. He has a little lateral movement. He has a little bounce when he wants to bounce, but for the most part, he doesn't need to. He's sitting on his punches and letting them rip.
Yeah, but he's not throwing.
He's slipping and ripping. He's his pullback game strong. He's slipping and ripping, and that's his game. And I feel like Charlo plays into that perfectly because Charlo is cement footed. He's just gonna stand there. He ain't got no lateral movement. He's not trying to get in and out on you. He's planting his feet and he's trying to land his 1-2s, you know?
Yeah.
And throws his rear uppercut. And that's about it, man. I think that's what's gonna be his detriment, his lack of volume, man. Because you need the volume to keep Canelo off, like Bivol did, right? And the only other person that didn't have heavy volume and got off on Canelo was Floyd. Right?
Yeah.
But Floyd was way slicker than the Charlo. You know what I mean? Way faster than the Charlo. And at the time he had way more experience than Canelo at that time versus now Canelo got more experience. I ain't gonna say got more experience, but I mean he's been in huge fights. You know what I mean? Compared to Charlo. Charlo been in big fights, but Canelo been in big fights with big names.
My only issue is the power, man. I just don't know how much is Charlo's power going to translate in this fight.
I think it's gonna be he hits hard. I mean, I think he's gonna have respectable power. But that's what I'm saying. He can't rely on knocking Canelo out.
No,
First of all, he's never been knocked out.
He has to outbox
And
him. That
we've
has
only
to be.
seen Canelo hurt like once, years ago, over a decade ago. Probably right now, maybe 2 decades ago. Right? So you can't rely on that. You're gonna have to emulate a Bivol type of fight where you're gonna have to get off. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to get off. You know, and even if you try to like implement a style like Golovkin did versus Canelo, you still gonna lose. Because now Canelo's better than he was when he fought Golovkin, and we've seen that style
better than it was when he fought Golovkin when he should have took those losses.
Nah, he beat him.
How much greater would Golovkin's career would have been if he would have been credited those victories like he should have been?
I don't know. It would have been great.
I know you think Canelo won the second fight, but I'm hypothetical, right? Just as if Canelo lost that first fight and then he rematched Golovkin, right? And they gave Golovkin that second fight, where would Golovkin be placed in terms of of history? Where
man, if Golovkin would have won those fights, they'd have been talking about this dude, the greatest fighter of
all time.
Man, they would have been making arguments for it.
It's funny how Teddy Atlas has been shitting on
You saw how they were treating Golovkin before that fight, before them fights. That's how they were talking about Golovkin, greatest middleweight of all time. This, that, better than Roy Jones. They were talking crazy about Golovkin, man, before he took them L's.
I was saying, you see how Teddy Atlas recently has said that Canelo Alvarez is the most overrated Mexican fighter of all time.
How? How can you say that?
Exactly.
How can you say that?
How can you say that? Teddy said that.
Like, how can you say that?
You know that I used to.
There's only one other fighter, even in the stratosphere with Canelo, and that's Julio Cesar Chavez. Like, who else? What other Mexican fighter is even like on the same level as them two? Like, can you tell me one? Like Mexican, not a Mexican American. Not even you can even throw Mexican Americans in. Like who?
Well, his argument was Salvador Sanchez.
Okay, yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, but
like, did he
died in like a car accident, right?
Yeah, I got to go look at his record and go see, because that was kind of before my time.
He retired undefeated.
That was before my time. You know what I mean? So,
but the thing is with Chavez, you could poke holes in Chavez's resume, man. Chavez ran up like 80-something fights, and he didn't really fight a lot of people.
He fought a bunch of taxi drivers.
80-something fights, but like 50-something.
A lot, 70-something, 80. He went like 79-0, some crazy number. He fought a lot of cab drivers and journeyman and all kind of stuff, which is cool.
I remember I was listening to somebody's podcast recently, or within the last month, and they were poking holes all throughout his resume, and I was like, damn. Actually, I think it was the Boxing Voice. I think I was listening to the Boxing Voice, and what's that popular dude that always calls in? And people love it when he calls in. The one that always comes in with his angles and shit, and people always paying for him to come back on.
Can't remember, but nah, I believe it, because he fought a lot of taxi drivers.
He was poking holes all throughout Chavez's resume, dog.
Anybody saying Canelo, like, come on, man, Canelo going down as greatest Mexican fighter of all time over Chavez.
I agree, man. If you look at Canelo's resume, we did that the other day. And
let me ask you this, like, and I don't know, because Chavez was kind of like, I was a kid when Chavez was fighting. But, like, who's the greatest fighter Chavez ever beat?
Well, the greatest fighters that he ever fought, he lost to them.
Yeah, and who's the greatest fighter he ever beat? Like,
I mean, I have to pull up his resume.
Like, who does he have on his resume that is great?
Pull up his box rec.
Like,
while you pulling up his box rec, let's they announced the prelims. I think yesterday. On the prelims, you got Frank Sanchez. He's fighting a guy named Scott Alexander. You got Volzdik versus Isaac Rodriguez. If you don't remember Volzdik is the fighter that retired Adonis Stevenson, who lost to Artur Beterbiev. And then Terrell Gausha is fighting Keandre Leatherwood. The fighters that they're not fighting, the fighters that they're fighting, I'm not familiar with, but that's the prelims. And I think also too in the beginning of the prelims, you're gonna have Mayweather's fighter. What's his name again? Carmel
Moulton.
Yeah, I think he's gonna kick off the YouTube stream for the prelims. So I'm bro, like this is like a good little sit down of fights to watch to see.
Okay, he beat my man Camacho.
Is that Camacho?
He beat Camacho.
Okay.
Camacho was 40-1. Okay, so let's go. All right. Okay.
Give me his best win.
So let's go. He beat. Don't do that to me. All right, so let's go back to 85. He beats Roger Mayweather 21-2 TKO.
Okay.
Roger Mayweather is 21-2.
That's a name.
Let's go. That's a name, right? Let's go. Go up a couple years. Then in 89, he beats Roger Mayweather again, right?
Man, Roger wanted that smoke.
Right. So then he goes in 90. He beats an undefeated Meldrick Taylor.
That's probably his biggest win.
Right. So
then, you remember that fight?
No, I don't remember that fight.
Yeah. That was a fight
1990. I was 7 years old.
No, but I'm saying you never watched that fight.
Literally
over?
7 years old. Nah.
All right, so that fight right there, right? Chavez retired with 107 fights and 6 losses. He's been knocked out 4 times, right? Stopped 4 times. 85 KOs, a lot of KOs, right? The Meldrick Taylor fight. I remember I watched it was a documentary that HBO had on that fight where Chavez was getting his ass whooped, right? He was getting outboxed pretty much the whole fight, but he was landing his shots. You know what I'm saying? He was hurting Meldrick Taylor.
Oh, man.
He was hurting him. You know what I'm saying? Getting work done. And then he started hurting him bad to where Meldrick Taylor wasn't able to defend himself anymore. And basically, he kind of fucked Meldrick Taylor's career up because he's never been the same after that. Even the rematch, he stopped him early. So, like, he was getting to him, hurting him and everything, right? And then he knocked him down. And I think Richard Steele was the referee. Got up with like 15 seconds left, right? Mind you, he was going to win the fight. He was up on all the score and knockdown. Chavez was going to lose the fight. He waved it off. After he did the count, Meldrick Taylor got up. There was probably like 7-8 seconds left or something like that. And then he waved it off. So I just explained to you, without you seeing that fight, what do you think about that type of a stoppage?
I mean, he got a lot of.
Because I'm gonna give you my opinion on what I think.
He got a lot of favoritism. I'm over here looking at his box right. I gotta watch it to see it. I don't know.
All right, so you gotta watch it to see it. So
that's I'm looking like he fought Roger Mayweather the first time, right? In 85.
Hold up. So, but my opinion on that, right? What's the point of having a clock if I can't hurt you enough to where the referee can look at you and see that you can't continue and can stop it? I have no problem. A lot of people use, oh man, he should have let Meldrick Taylor continued because he would have been able to finish the fight and he would have got the victory. But I'm saying though, if you win in a fight and there's like a minute left in the fight and you telling me I can't get to you to where I can hurt you.
Oh, so they saying Meldrick Taylor was winning?
Meldrick Taylor was winning the fight. He was winning the fight.
Oh.
And
so they screwed him.
No, bro. How'd he screw him? But understand what I'm trying to say. What's the point of having a last minute of a fight if I could hurt you to the point where the ref? Because when Richard Steele was saying to Meldrick, "Can you continue? Can you continue?" The referee knew he was going to win the fight, right? But he was asking him, "Can you continue? Can you continue?" And he wasn't answering him. He was like staring in space. But it was only like 7-8 seconds left. It was like so much. It was like so. By the time Chavez would have came to him, the fight would have been over. But it gets to a point where if the referee's asking you, can you continue, and you can't respond, I did my job. So basically I hit a buzzer. That's a buzzer shot.
Mm-hmm.
And in football, that's a Hail Mary. Like I got the victory in the jaws of defeat.
Yo, I feel you.
So I never had a problem with that, because when I saw that, and then people were like, a lot of people in that documentary was like, oh man, Mildred Taylor got robbed of his moment, because he basically was a shell of himself after that. Like he literally took massive damage in that fight. Chavez was dealing him to the head and to the body, breaking him. He probably had a brain bleed in that fight, bro.
Bro, I'm looking at his box. Chavez box record is crazy. Like this dude, oh my god, like 50. I'm gonna say he got 115 fights.
Don't kill the legend.
So I'm just on the first page. I'm going to the bottom of the first page, not the second page.
Rude boy, don't kill the legend.
81. Like okay, let me see if I go to the second page. It won't even let me.
Lo's cooking.
Like no, this
you gonna cook him?
It's kind of crazy, bro. Like if all-time greats was doing this, like just imagine Floyd fighting oh man.
But you got to put it in context though. Remember, you know every single person on Floyd's resume, you probably know them by visual. You ain't gonna know every single person on his resume.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's fighting dudes making their debut.
Yeah, late. That's what I'm saying. Late.
Like, this is crazy. Like, duh. Oh man, hold on.
What you looking at right now, bro?
I'm looking at bio. It's making me log in to get to the whole thing.
I got it on my shit. You wanna grab my phone?
You pulled it up. You logged in?
Yeah.
So I'm on the first page. I'm not even. He got 115 bouts. So keep in mind, it's 2 pages long. So the very first. Let me see if.
Remember, Rude Boy, this a legend, man. Don't
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
don't cook
8,
him too
9,
much
10,
now.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, all right, 17 fights in, right?
Yeah.
He's fighting a fighter that made his debut.
Yeah.
Then he's fighting a 2-0 fighter, then an 0-7 fighter, right? Couple tomato cans, then another 1-2 fighter. Yeah. Go all the way up to when he fought. Now, keep in mind, that's an 81. So you go fast forward 4 years when he fought Roger Mayweather.
Yeah.
When Mayweather was 21-2, TKO.
Yeah.
Right? Fast forward to 89. Mayweather was 34-5. He wins a decision. Right? Then 1, 2, 3, 4 fights after that, he's fighting the 0-1 Ramon Ramburo. TKO, right?
Yeah.
Then after that, 1, 2, 3, 4 fights after that, he's fighting the Akwi Adu, who was 5-3. Then a Russell Mosley, who was 4-3-1.
So he was taking a lot of tune-ups.
A lot of tomatoes.
A lot of tune-ups.
You know what I mean? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've been drinking, partying. Let me just get a fight real quick. Stuff
he's
the
fighting
pockets.
a 7-2 fighter. Right?
Yeah.
Then a bunch, you know what I mean? Then he'll fight some undefeated guys. I'm pretty sure they were all bums. Bums. But
these are fight. Teddy Atlas is saying
then
Chavez.
He's fighting 94. He fought Medrick Taylor.
Yeah.
TKO, right? And you fast forward.
It's a good fight though. You got to watch that fight.
In 96, he fights De La Hoya.
Yeah.
TKO, 21-0 De La Hoya, right?
Yeah.
Then in 98, I didn't know he fought De La Hoya twice.
Yeah, he lost to De La Hoya. He got knocked out in the second fight.
Yeah, then he
you watched the De La Hoya documentary, bro?
Nah, I didn't watch
it. Bro, you telling me to watch shit like Top Boy and all that shit, bro. You ain't even watched the De La Hoya docu.
Top
bro.
boy.
Come
on. Come on, man.
Bruh, De La Hoya docu is
So
the
that
shit,
2000,
son.
he fights Costa Zoo, loses TKO 24-1. Beats Frankie Randall, but Frankie Randall's 58-14. Well, man. Hold on, there was some other fights that were in between there. Oh, draw with Pernell Whitaker, but I think Pernell won that fight, right? Then they robbed him.
It should have been.
He beat my man Hector Camacho in 92.
The Pernell should have been a victory for Pernell.
Yeah, it was like, man, this like
smashed him. And
so who is his best victory against my man Hector Macho Camacho?
Nah, it got to be Meldrick Taylor. That got to because that's
Camacho would have knocked out Meldrick Taylor.
No, but what I'm saying is that's his most epic fight. That's his best
epic fight. But we talking about his best victory.
But I think check it out real quick for me. I think Meldrick Taylor won a gold medal, bro.
Yeah, but we know that don't mean nothing.
Check it out real quick. I just want to make sure I'm stating facts.
That don't mean nothing.
That shit means something, bro. It should mean something.
We didn't see gold medalists come on get knocked out.
Yeah, we didn't
38-8.
And we didn't see gold medalists become the greatest fighters of all time.
Like who?
Ali.
That's one. Out of all them damn
Mayweather.
He ain't win no gold medal.
He didn't have to win a gold medal. You know he won the gold medal.
Yeah, but he ain't win it.
Roy Jones Jr. He ain't had to win the gold medal. You know he won the gold medal, bro. There comes a point where when you know something, motherfucker can't tell you shit.
Okay,
so we're gonna keep pretending that Mayweather didn't win a gold medal.
I mean, he got robbed, but
he got robbed, bro, in broad daylight. There's a difference between getting robbed at 12 a.m. and getting robbed in broad daylight.
Okay,
Papa.
So he beat my boy Buddy
with no mask.
Meldrick Taylor beat Buddy McGirt.
What did he win a gold medal?
Hometown hero. You know what I mean?
What did he medal? What did Meldrick medal? Did he medal?
I don't know. Don't say.
Just type in did Meldrick Taylor win a fucking medal, nigga?
I'm looking at box rec.
I don't look at box rec for that. Anyways, Frank Sanchez, the main prelim fight. You hear me?
Yeah.
Frank Sanchez, Vosdig, and Terrell Gausha, bro. That's a stacked ass fucking prelim, though. I'm getting out of work at 4:00, bro. I might have to fucking tell these niggas, yo, listen here, bro. I got to go prepare earlier than normal. You know what I'm saying? Because the fucking prelims is something I just want to see, just to see it, or at least while I'm getting ready. And I'm getting ready for y'all motherfuckers to come watch a fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to at least be entertained a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be behind so much. I want to see it. I want to see Carmel Moulton make his pro debut.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, man. There's a lot of hype behind that youngin', man. That boy, the truth too, now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of hype behind him. We're gonna see. I just saw something where he was talking about he was sparring Inouye's main sparring partner. He was giving him that work, you know. So there's a lot of hype behind him, you know. I feel him. He's riding the wave, young in the truth.
You just can't move him too fast.
See. Yeah,
can't move him too fast, man.
And he's young too. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I think he's gonna do well. He got a promising future ahead of him. I think hopefully they move him right, you know, and like you said, not too fast.
So
I hope Mayweather isn't trying to replace Tank that quick.
Why? Why you say that?
Because we know Tank gone.
You can't replace Tank, bro.
Yeah, but he wants to replace Tank.
No, but I'm saying though, the Tank is already set. Whatever Tank is doing.
But now Tank is on his own, and Mayweather is feeling kind of left out.
People are gonna
so
make
it's like a dude. It's like a dude who loses his girl, and now he wants to replace his with a new girl. You know what I mean?
They resemble each other, but they're.
You think that's a coincidence? You think that's a coincidence?
It's not a coincidence, but that's the reason why Mayweather probably like gravitated towards him and is pushing him and is nurturing him and is hyping him because he sees Tank 2.0. But Tank is still Tank. Tank is established.
Yeah, we know that, but we also know Tank left Mayweather, and Mayweather feels.
Yeah, but they're still affiliated, man. Like Mayweather
Yeah,
always.
it's affiliated.
Mayweather
but
always
like,
tell you
bro,
all the time.
You think Mayweather ain't butthurt over that? Of course
Mayweather
he is.
tell you all the how he butthurt, bro. He got fucking
He gets butthurt over everything.
Hundreds of millions of
He
dollars.
gets butt.
Man.
He's the most insecure millionaire, billionaire in this world, bro. What are you talking about? He makes great investments. Like what you talking about?
I make great investments.
Like, come on, man. Everybody know how Mayweather.
You gotta
is.
love Mayweather, man. Mayweather gave us plenty of Saturdays.
We love Mayweather to fight him.
Plenty
man,
of Saturdays.
Sure.
We
all love
we
Mayweather to fight him, man. We all love Mayweather.
Great events, great fucking shits that's memorable, dog. We gave us a reason to get together.
But come on, man. We know. Like I said, back to the fighter, man. Moulton, promising. I see some videos of him sparring and all that. Kid looks the truth. So we're gonna see. You know what I mean? It's the beginning.
Yeah.
Got the stage is set, you know. So more power to him, man. I wish him well. I'm gonna be watching.
It's kind of funny how Mayweather at one point was trying to like push him and saying that he could fight Wood.
Yeah.
Lee Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Wood gonna fight what's that fucker's name? The one that lost his belt a couple times or whatever. Anyways, he was saying Moulton's ready for Lee Wood right now. And
yeah, that's like, come on. We see how that worked out with a much more experienced fighter with Lomachenko when he tried to bite off a little bit more than he could chew, bro. Like,
yeah, take your time a little bit.
Take your time, bro.
Let him get
you
right.
Get in there with a grown man, which is that's what Wood is. Man, come on, man. Even if you're more naturally talented, bro, like, come on, man. Grown man strength and just experience, bro. Do with a
Josh Warrington. That's a fighter.
Yeah, do with a like
Josh Warrington.
Work them, dog. Like,
that's a fight. I'm definitely interested in that fight.
So
that Josh
I feel
Warrington.
Him though. He put his name in his mouth and got the pub and did what he's supposed to do, but we'll just bring him up slow, man. You know?
Bring him up slow.
Not too slow, but like do it right.
Kind of like Canelo.
Yeah.
He came up slow. You know what I'm saying? And now he's reaping the rewards.
If I'm Mayweather, I'm making him fight about at least 8 times in a calendar year for 2 years straight, getting them about 14 to 15 fights, and then putting them in there with somebody.
If Charlo wins this fight and he beats Canelo in the rematch, and Crawford and Charlo fights, who's the A side?
Charlo the A side.
You know Crawford is stubborn as fuck.
Don't matter though.
You think there's gonna be any right now in Crawford's head? Not mind you, this shit could blow all the way the fuck up. Charlo could get knocked the fuck out in like second, third round, and I'm like hyping my guy. I mean, I ain't even really hyping him because I think Canelo's gonna win the fight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm backing Charlo, bro. You feel me? I love Canelo. I think I respect Canelo. The more and more he goes on, is the more I respect him, especially the way he moves, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's active, bro. He's golfing, bro. He got a beautiful family. What can you not like about the guy?
He's a true champ.
Other than the fact that he ducking Benavidez, bro.
He's a true champ, man.
Other than ducking Benavidez, you can't really hate on him.
Hey, man, the man's smart, man.
Smart.
He's smart, man. You know what I mean? That's high risk.
That ain't
not
low
enough reward
for him. No. Don't do that.
I didn't say low reward. I said not enough reward.
It is enough reward, dog. I guarantee you that fight gets made, it's gonna do more pay-per-views than this shit right here.
Okay, but that's cool for somebody who ain't been doing pay-per-views and making
$40 million. What I'm saying though, he's gonna make that money
for the last 4 or 5 years, bro. Like,
you can't
right
say it's
now
no
the
reward.
money. Is it worth it for him when you could go fight a Ryder, a Cullum Smith, Billy Joe, and make 30 plus $40 million to go fight Benavidez, make $30-40 million, and possibly
it is worth it. You know why? Because you hold them fucking belts, nigga.
Come on, man.
You holding them belts.
Dude, that's not the question.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Yeah, because you holding them belts. That's why.
He don't, he care about the belts, but he don't care about the belts.
He does care about the belts.
He care about the belts, but he don't care about
about the belts because when they stripped his ass, when the WBC stripped him many years ago, what did he do?
Went up and got a new WBC.
No. When they stripped him, when they was trying to force him to fight somebody, and he either stripped him or he dropped the belt. I can't remember.
He dropped the belt, exactly. So you're making my point.
No, but what I'm saying is he basically shunned them, and then he didn't want to fight for one of their belts for how much time, and then he made them come and say, Canelo, we miss you.
Exactly.
Want to be a part of this. But that was his way of, that was his power move.
They make belts for Canelo.
But that was his power move.
They make belts for Canelo.
Facts.
They made a belt for Canelo for this fight.
Bruh. If Canelo was fighting Benavidez right now, even though Charlo is moving up and he's undisputed, which would the fight be more hyped? Yes or no? Just answer me that, bro.
So you're asking me which fight is bigger, this fight or the Benavidez fight?
Correct. That's what I'm asking you, bro. Don't do it. I know you're a Canelo fan, dog. Don't do that.
What does that have to do with anything? You asking me a question.
But I'm waiting for the
answer.
answer.
It's not even about Canelo. Canelo's in both of these fights.
Yeah, but I don't know why the answer's taking so long.
You tell me what's bigger. Canelo versus Benavidez, great fighter, 68, interim champion, or Canelo versus Charlo, undisputed champion, undisputed versus undisputed. Only reason why this fight isn't as a mega fight as it is, because Charlo isn't being Charlo. The lion isn't roaring. Because if the lion was roaring, oh man,
there would be more hype.
Oh man,
no, there'll definitely be more hype.
Oh man,
but that doesn't mean it's a bigger fight.
So you tell me.
So what if Benavidez was roaring, and Canelo?
Benavidez is gonna roar.
He's very respectable.
He's respectable post. He'll pop. He'll pop
if you pop with him. But he's kind of like. He's kind of like Charlo is, right? I think he's gonna be the same way Charlo is, bro.
I think
he's very respectable. He's
respectable, but he'll turn it on too, man. Like we saw that, even though they had beef with Kayla, but Benavidez gonna pop. You know what I mean? I think for that fight, he's gonna pop because he's gonna feel it, and he's gonna pop it. He's gonna talk his talk. Yeah, man. He's gonna talk his talk. He's gonna be respectful until he's not respectful. So, like for instance, like how. In the last press conference, Canelo was like, "Oh, I don't know what's up with Charlo. He was calling me out. He don't respect me, this and that, blah, blah." That will spark a Benavidez off, where it didn't spark off of Charlo.
The camera out of the way a little bit of the TV, so motherfuckers gonna look like,
But I don't know, man. They're both big fights.
You're showing footage of
I think events. They doing Uncle Al, your uncle, is doing it how it should be done. And I told you this. I told you this months ago. Yeah, your aunt. Big Uncle Al.
That's my father, man.
You know what I mean?
That's my father.
I told you how it was going to play out. I told you Benavidez was going to fight Andre. And they were going to hype it as the two most avoided fighters, the two fighters Canelo don't want to fight. And now the winner is going to end up getting a Canelo fight, bro. We know this.
What's the deal with this game right here?
Shador versus Caleb, great game. Two great quarterbacks.
Yeah. Who you got?
USC, man.
USC gonna beat them?
Caleb gonna go off, man.
So they gonna go back-to-back losses, bro?
Yeah, they're gonna back-to-back losses.
Damn. But it's supposed to be like that, right? I mean,
I think it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be like the Oregon. It's not gonna be like the Oregon game. But it's gonna be back-to-back losses.
They're the underdogs, right?
Yeah, they're underdogs. It's gonna be closer. It's gonna be a game. Colorado gonna score some points because USC defense trash, but USC a little bit more talented than Colorado. Got more depth than Colorado. I'll be watching them, but man, it's all about them Canes, man. Man, 305, we from the crib. I mean, it's all about them Canes, man. Canes thing over here.
I'm not a Canes guy.
You know what I mean? It's a Canes thing, man. You know what I mean?
The fucking Pistons. The Pistons, the bad boy Pistons have corrupted me, bro. The only team outside of Detroit that I fucking back is the motherfucking Pittsburgh Steelers, bro.
How the hell we get to talking about the Pistons?
No, I'm saying though, but like,
what's wrong with this boy?
The Detroit Pistons have corrupted me, bruh. I like Michigan University, bruh, for basketball, for football, for hockey. I like the Red Wings. For baseball, I like the Tigers. For basketball, I like the Pistons, bruh. Bruh, I'm so fucked, bruh. All because
this South Floridian Batman talking about his favorite teams is in Detroit.
Because, man, when I started watching,
it's in Michigan.
When I started watching sports for the first time, when I started
being
cognizant of sports,
what's up with this man?
It was when the Pistons was going up against it, man. When I first started paying attention to sports, the Pistons. Who was
you, Big Ben? No, that's my boy Rasheed.
No, the big bad boys is Isaiah Thomas, Dumars.
Come on, nigga, we was like 7.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when I started watching sports,
like 8.
When nigga put the cartoons away and started looking at sports, the Pistons was getting their ass smoked out by fucking Boston and fucking Lakers and shit like that. Jordan was on a come up, and I said, you know what? That's my team.
He was like 7, 8 years old.
It's the same way how Liverpool is my team. When I never used to watch soccer until I got incarcerated and motherfucking, I started watching fucking soccer with a bunch of the inmates in there, and I decided Liverpool was gonna be my team.
Niggas was watching soccer in that bit.
I was watching soccer, bro. The niggas got me into soccer, bro. They got me into soccer, bro. I'm like, yo, soccer's the worst. And then guess what? I'm like, yo, soccer's the shit, son.
Nice. Anyway, we ain't about to get into no soccer talk. We keep that bit. Keep it football. You know, maybe keep it Canes, keep it Jets. You know, maybe we can talk a little Dolphins.
Jetties.
We ain't talking about no Liverpool and Manchester United and all that.
But Antoine Smith, if you I work with him, right? If y'all don't know, he's a former boxer from back in the day. It's funny when he walked into the building, I was telling him like, yo, I recognize you, bro. I know you from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he didn't say shit to me. But he heard me talking about boxing all the time. And then he came and started talking to me about boxing. If y'all want to, y'all can pull up his name. Y'all can see who the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, I got a little bet with him. And anyways, he was also saying, so he started talking to me about he's heard me talking about boxing. So he's talking to me about boxing and shit like that. And he said, yo, look at this. And he showed me a fight. I'm like, bruh, that's where I fucking knew you from, bruh. Every time I kept saying to you, yo, where the fuck I know you from? I was asking him, yo, were we locked up together? Were you here? Were you there? This and that, blah, blah, blah. And he was saying, nah. And then it turned out that he was a boxer that I used to watch all the time. And so, actually someone I used to root for. Anyways, I got some bets with this nigga, bruh. They light work bets, but you know what I'm saying? I got Mario Barrios. I got fucking Lubin. And I got Charlo not getting knocked the fuck out in this fight, bruh. Am I going to collect anything?
Nothing.
I'm losing all 4. I'm losing all 3.
All 3. Dubs.
L's.
All
3 L's.
You're going to give up dubs.
So Charlo getting stopped. Because as long as Charlo don't get stopped, I collect there. I got Barrios winning because I'm looking at Barrios getting more active.
Barrios getting what?
Ugas been on the shelf.
Ugas been facing top flight dudes at 47.
Ugas been hanging out with that, that little baddie, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? He motivated.
He been at all the fights.
He motivated.
He been at all the fights.
He motivated.
All the PBC fights, rocking the jewels, chilling.
That's how it is, boy. You can't get whipped in front of your girl twice. 1 time is okay, but 2 times, no.
You might have to say, hey, baby, stay home for this one.
No. He whipping him.
And I got Lubin, bro.
Lubin. Finna get whooped.
Damn.
To get hit, man. like Martin told Tommy Hearns. Only thing is, he was the one who ended up looking like Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns when he fought that boy Fandora, and Ramos finna do him just the same way. Finna lump him up, man. His head is too big. Man, walking around like he got a helmet on his head. And Ramos ain't gonna be able to miss it. Ain't gonna be able to miss it.
I got Lubin as the more experienced fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? Top to bottom, been
experience to get. Only thing he more experienced at is getting whooped. And I love Lubin, man. He the best gym fighter probably I ever seen on YouTube. Best gym fighter I ever seen on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude be whooping cats. But, man, I don't know. They ain't gonna look good. It ain't looking too good for him.
I think Lubin gonna pull that shit
out. Ain't looking too good for him, man.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ramos. You know what I'm saying?
How can you not, man? Dude's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's entertaining as fuck. And what's the guy named that beat Truck Simpson? Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
Hernandez.
I knew Truck was gonna lose, man. I was never impressed with him. Never impressed with him.
I just thought I just never seen him. There had to be a reason why.
There was so much hype.
PBC never signed him, bro, and he got Javante, and he was Javante's guy. There had to be a reason
so
why.
Much hype, but I was never impressed. I'm watching him fight, and I'm like, man, like he, like Mayweather said, he's straight up and down, no special effects. Like I didn't see nothing that was special about him. No disrespect, but I just never seen it.
Vladimir Hernandez is the guy's name.
Like I just never seen nothing.
Guy, remember he beat,
and it was a matter of time before he came across one of them Latinos that were gonna keep on coming, was gonna break them down.
Remember they were trying to hype Angulo. Angulo was supposed to be the next fighter for I forgot what that shit was a while ago. Anyways, Vladimir Hernandez upset at Angulo, and then he got a couple other fights, maybe another fight in between. And then he fought J-Rock when J-Rock was supposed to be on the come up after J-Rock got stopped by Banana. And Hernandez has beat a couple people, man. He's beat some A-level guys that were using him as a stepping stone to get back into contention or just a warm-up. Okay, this guy got some good victories and some people he should not have beat. I'm gonna go in there and then they get beat. So Truck Simpson, as a younger fighter, picking on a guy that was so experienced, kind of like the same thing that happened when PBC matched up their prospect the other day. God damn, these names be escaping me. They matched up a prospect recently, and he got stopped when he fought a veteran, close to his 40s, man.
Oh, what are you talking about? I know you're talking about. I watched it too.
Yeah, and he got stopped, bro. Like, okay, we're gonna throw you in here, man. You're supposed to swim. And the guy won a gold medal, or at least I think he won a silver medal or something. Mm-hmm. He was in the Olympics a couple times or whatever. And then they put him in there, and okay, this is sink or swim, and he sank.
We control a lot of the money. Words out of Bob Arum's mouth. Legendary boxer promoter Bob Arum says there won't be a scenario where Shakur Stevenson will have to go to the PBC for a Tank Davis fight because Top Rank is in control. What you think about that?
Bob said that?
Bob said that. Said Tank gonna have to come across the street because we in control. We got the paper.
Who believes that?
No, I mean,
when was the last Top Rank pay-per-view you got grouped up with a bunch of people and watch?
What? My man Devin the Dream Haney.
Devin Haney?
Lomachenko. My man Devin the Dream Haney versus Kambosos.
Devin Haney versus Lomachenko
and Kambosos.
Kambosos is on ESPN. Those was on regular ESPN.
Both of them?
Yeah, both fights. Yeah.
Well, maybe. Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Sure.
The Devin Haney pay-per-view started with Lomachenko.
Right. Well, Lomachenko. Shit.
So you got you.
But history has shown that it has been PBC fighters sending their fighters across to top rank, not the other way around.
Yeah, but that's going to be that's the problem that I have with people that always criticize is the record that Al has with top rank and shit like that, right? They send the guys over that are expendable, right? Like they're sending who's Shakur fighting right now? Edwin what's the guy's name?
De La Rosa.
Edwin De Los Santos.
Mm-hmm.
They're sending over Edwin De Los Santos.
Might upset
right?
the boy.
He might upset. He's good.
Might upset the boy.
He's good.
Lots of power.
He's dangerous. They didn't want to put none of their A-listers up against him. So you know what? Let's take a roll of the dice. Let's send him across the street and let's see what happens, right? We're helping y'all out. But don't get beside yourself, right? You got the power of ESPN behind you. That's the only reason. We didn't get together for no fucking Shakur and Lomachenko fight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was really talking about that fight.
Because y'all ain't want to see my man Devin win.
I was in North Carolina. I was in Carolina, remember? When I
was tuned in.
You was tuned in? But ain't nobody bought that pay-per-view.
Stop it. People bought it.
I'm not saying nobody in our crew bought the pay-per-view.
I watched it.
You watched it, but did you buy the pay-per-view?
Come on, man. I streamed it.
But one thing I always advocate for is I always buy the pay-per-views, bro. If I was there I would have bought that.
You would have bought it.
I would have bought it.
Because, a great fight.
Because I support the sport, right? Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna support the sport, right? Even if I go watch the fight somewhere else, if it's a pay-per-view that I want to support, I'm going to buy the pay-per-view, have it recorded, and then I'm going to just have it on my DVR.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to support the sport. Because this is the sport I love the most.
You know, my dog old school, he said DVR.
DVR. That ain't old school, man.
My dog old school.
Is that old school? I stream too?
No.
No, but I'm saying I stream too.
Oh, my man, the classic. They don't call him classic for nothing. They don't call him classic for nothing, man.
Hey, but they were saying that they wanted to somebody asked Espinoza about the streaming stuff on the app. They're like, yo, we buy the pay-per-views and shit like that. We want to be able to stream it and shit like that after the fact. What for? What's the deal? And he's like, yeah, they working on it. It's a technology.
You robbing people, man.
Huh?
They robbing people money, man. Not letting people record that or replay that. Come on, man. With it, bro.
It's sloppy.
Back in the day, there was nothing I loved more than watching a fight. But fight party. We watching a fight. We record it.
Yeah.
Right? Real boxing fan. We recording that thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because, it's a party. You got a lot going on. Everybody in the moment. You entertaining. You doing your thing. Yeah, but nothing was better than waking up that next morning.
Yeah.
Right? Hitting play on that recording and watching that replay. Because like I always tell you, the replay watch always better than the live watch. Because all the anxiety or all your little feelings you got towards the fight are gone. Because you know the outcome of the fight, and now you can watch it. No anxiety, no nothing, no emotion, and truly watch and evaluate the fight,
Yeah. So
that's what I used to love to do. So now that PBC Showtime, they took that away from us real boxing fans, real boxing enthusiasts.
But did they take it away?
That's kind of whack. Yeah, they did. You gotta, because if you order it through pay-per-view, you can record and rewatch it. But if you order it through Showtime, you can't.
So why would you not order it through pay-per-view?
I mean, because
I got at least 8.
Because you hip to the game. You hip to the game.
I got at least 8 of the last PBC pay-per-views on.
But you know how it is. We watch it. you watching Showtime, you watching this, you like, okay, I want to support. So you go ahead and buy the Showtime pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
And then boom, come to find out. You may have bought it at the crib. You go to the fight party to watch it. And like I said before, you watching, but you're not watching, right?
Yeah.
You watching, but you watching probably about 80%.
What you drinking on?
75, 80%.
What you drinking on?
I'm on that tequila, man.
Yeah.
A little Patrizzi right now. No Reposado. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Continue.
But but with the intention, you watching it at the fight party.
Yeah.
You watching it, but you eating, you talking your shit, you know, you hanging out, and you like, cool, all right. But when I go home, go to sleep on that wake up, watch that replay. Ooh, I can't wait for that. And then you go home, press play, ain't no play, and ain't nothing to watch.
Travesty.
Yeah, you sick.
It's a travesty.
And you done wasted $60, $70, $80.
It's a travesty what Showtime is doing. But like I said,
and we all know what that $60, $70, $80 do to that cable bill.
I've never ordered a Showtime stream pay-per-view. The only one I tried to order was the Mayweather and the Logan Paul, and it was so fucking jammed up and backed up that I couldn't execute the purchase. I couldn't get to watch it, so I just fucking chilled out. And that was the only time I was giving it a shot.
Good thing you didn't, because chill, champ. This is an exhibition.
But I've ordered quite a bit of pay-per-views. I've ordered the Crawford. Not a Crawford and Porter shit was kind of the same thing. But I think you could pause. Can you pause and rewind on the UFC one? Because I can't remember. Because I ordered the Crawford and the Porter on the ESPN.
I think
Plus
you can replay the UFCs.
You can replay them. You can stop, rewind, and all that shit. Because you could definitely do that shit on the Zone. Yeah. Like I said, the Zone got the best. I think ESPN has the most robust app in terms of like content and shit like that, and responsive. But the Zone just has the best app in terms of like not asking you for re-enter your passwords all the time. They keep gauges on all the devices that you have it on. Every time you go and log in on, if I log in on my PlayStation on Zone, boom, I'm in. If I log in on my computer, boom, I'm in. If I log in on my phone, boom, I'm in. No issues, no sweat. I log in on my Roku, you feel me? Boom, I'm in. It's like never an issue. They just keep count of how many you got streaming at the same time, and then that's when they'll lock you down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, Showtime needs to do better with that fucking app, man, because I'm definitely not ordering it. And they can keep most of the money. They could have kept most of the money, especially like for me. They could, if I know, like, yo, y'all putting the event on, y'all could keep most of the money. I'm gonna order it with y'all. But let me have access to the shit. I'm gonna order it with y'all.
Thanks.
But I'm gonna order it with Dish because I can fucking play the shit back. You wanna watch Crawford and Spence? We can watch a replay.
If I order pay-per-view, bro, I need access to that 24/7.
You wanna watch Benavidez and Plant? We can watch that. I got the shit on the DVR.
When I used to have DVR, bro, that's what I used to do. On downtime, boom, I go back and watch all my old little recorded fights.
But Bob is being a straight fucking moron if he thinks that Tank has to cross the street to fight Shakur.
Negotiation.
You know what he's doing though. You know what he's doing, bro. He's basically making it be known that this is gonna be a split.
Of course,
this is gonna
that's what he's doing.
This is gonna be a split broadcast.
But we know that.
We know that we're gonna be in bed
in
together,
negotiation.
like
we know it's gonna be split,
just like we were with cheating ass Tyson Fury against Wilder.
We know that.
That's what we're gonna do, right?
I mean, we know that history tells you that that's gonna be the case.
That's gonna be the case.
We know PBC ain't gonna give up Tank and not get no pay-per-view money, especially after he done did 1 million buys, 1.2 million, 1.3.
How many buys has Shakur done?
Zero.
You know why? He's never been on fucking pay-per-view. Is he gonna be on pay-per-view against De Los Santos?
No.
I bet you if Tank was gonna fight De Los Santos, he'd be on pay-per-view.
Of course.
So like, yo, what are we talking about? Yo, shut the fuck up, Bob.
Nothing.
Shut the fuck up. Just like you were saying, yo, oh, I could have bought all these houses with the money I spent on Crawford. You should have been let Crawford go and go sign with the PBC so he could flourish. But you wanted to hold on to him because
he held him back.
Because you didn't want them to fucking eat.
What he doing is it's regret. Because hindsight, man, how much money he could have made off Crawford, bro. If he'd have sent, if he did this, he could have been did the split promotion. He could have been had Crawford fighting all them boys.
Even you know, Crawford, I'm gonna send you over. Let me just get like 5%, 10%.
Let me clean up. Go ahead.
Go fight.
Do your thing. Go clean them boys up. That's exactly what he would have did. Cleaned them up.
Shut up.
You know that. You know that.
I don't know that.
You know that. You would have cleaned them up.
Pre-accident Earl.
Hindsight, he would have cleaned them all up.
Pre-accident Earl. Different ball game.
Would have been a tough fight, but he would have won.
I don't know that.
He would have won.
Earl,
bro, he beat the brakes off of him. He would have won.
Earl, not Earl, bro.
He may not be.
Earl, not Earl.
Okay, so what you said
last
time we spoke, you said Earl was about 80%, right?
Nah, he's like 60.
He's 60% himself. Oh my God,
he was like 60 in that fight.
Bro. Oh my God, so extra 40% you think would have made a difference?
And 40%. The more I'm analyzing, he may have been 50%.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, this dude said
it may have been 50%, bro. Anyways,
so you saying Earl at 50% beat Ugas and Danny? No, I'm sorry. Earl was great fighter, but
there's a reason. There's a reason why, bro. There's a reason why we looked at this shit as a 50-50, bro. Because we were hoping that Earl was still the same.
He looked the same to me.
Nah, don't do that. Earl was not that great.
He looked the same to me.
Earl was a motherfucking monster, bro. Coming in and breaking niggas down. His punch resistance was stronger. His reflexes.
Who would he beat to make him that great?
Danny. You love Danny.
Post accident.
No, but I'm saying though, I'm telling you.
Who would he beat before the accident to make him that great?
Before the accident.
Yes.
Kell Brook.
And Kell Brook is great?
Nah, Kell Brook is a very, very good fighter, bro.
Good, very, very good. Not
Peterson.
Great.
Lamont Peterson.
Lamont was great.
Okay, but look, he demolished Lamont Peterson.
Was Lamont great?
Remember, okay, do you think Danny's great?
Danny was very, very good.
Okay, Danny's very, very good, right?
Very, very good.
You remember when Danny and Lamont fought?
I love Danny.
That
Danny
shit was controversial.
That shit was, okay. Because he was a very, very good fighter.
Okay, so Lamont
not
was
a great fighter.
If Danny was a
if Danny was a great fighter, he'd have beat Lamont.
Okay, but he was a very good fighter, and so was Lamont. Lamont was a very good fighter as well. Sean Porter, I'm gonna put Sean Porter in the great category.
No, he's not great.
Why? If Sean Porter would have, got the victory. If Sean Porter would have got the victory that he deserved.
In order to be great,
hold up,
you have to go down as one of the greatest of all times. And Sean Porter will never go down as one of the greatest of all time.
All right, so maybe the great, maybe you pick it on my word, the great. Maybe your great and my great is two different.
No, great words. Is great. And if you're great, that means you're great.
What about astounding? What about astounding?
No, astounding is better than great.
Astounding. Okay, so Sean Porter is great.
No, Sean Porter is very, very good.
Crawford is astounding.
Crawford is astounding, amazing.
Okay, but Earl was astounding.
Exactly, and that's what make Crawford.
Earl robbed us
astounding,
of his
amazing.
Earl robbed us
because
of
he beat an
greatness.
Astounding fighter.
Earl robbed us of his greatness. Why are we talking about?
Could Earl been very, very, very good? Can Earl have been a very, very, very good fighter? And the other guy has just been a very good fighter.
Yes, because
maybe Earl was never great.
Before Earl's accident, bro, you could see
before his accident. Who did he beat that was great?
Hold up. First of all, before I continue on what I'm going to say now, if Sean Porter would have got the victory that he deserved against Keith Thurman, because I thought he beat Keith Thurman.
No, he did.
Okay, watch that again and score the fight, bro. That's all you got to do, bro. You probably never scored that fight. That was one of the first fights I watched and scored when I got out. When I came out of lockup, nigga.
Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter.
Anyways,
I wasn't there.
So check me out.
I was there for the show.
Earl.
Me and my boy Boogie was there at the Spence versus Crawford fight. No, Spence versus
Porter. Y'all was
Porter
at the Porter
fight.
fight. Yeah, y'all was live.
I was at the Thurman versus Danny fight.
So Earl.
I was at the Broner versus Broner versus
Earl Fuck Broner, bro.
Stop.
I love Broner, bro, but I don't love Broner.
At the Barclay, I think it was
Spence. His punch resistance, his reaction time, his balance, all those things were different, bro. Post accident Earl is different, bro. He's just a different fighter. And that just shows how great he was, that he was able to beat a Danny, who you said is a very, very good fighter, and beat a Ugas, who's a silver medalist and a very good fighter.
Both fights post-accident.
But what is Crawford? Astounding. He's an astounding fighter. So you also have to be an astounding fighter to beat a Crawford, bro. And Earl is not that fighter anymore. And I commend him.
Can age be that?
Age? No, because he's younger than Crawford.
So what? But he's been in battles.
He's been in battles. He's been in car accidents. He's abused his body. We're not blaming nobody but Earl for these things, bro. But all I'm saying is, I'm tired of the people that's acting like, yo, Earl was never great. Earl would have never stood a chance. Oh, Earl got his ass whooped, whatever, right? Earl is challenging himself, bro. Earl, in his mind, is fighting the demons that's inside of his soul right now to try to become what he should have been. He's fighting his physical ailments. He's fighting his mental doubts to be great, bro. To beat this guy that doesn't abuse his body, that's at the top of his game, who's a fucking accurate puncher, supreme balance. You can see some of the workouts that he does.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What's more?
You're the weigh-in. Is it a weigh-in?
Nah, that's the press conference again. What's more detrimental, or what's worse?
I'm listening.
An accident when you get ejected out the car at what he was going 100, 80, hit his head on the concrete, bust a few teeth, scrape up your whole face, or getting shot in your dome.
We know if you get shot directly in your dome, you ain't surviving that shit, really, bro. You ain't gonna walk out that shit. You talking about
Terrence got shot in his dome,
and he drove himself to the hospital. And he said he drove himself to the hospital.
He got shot in his head.
Los.
He got shot in his head.
You watched that interview, right? Bozdick. You watched the interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the
headshot.
You watched the interview, right? Where he said he drove himself to the hospital.
Probably did.
If you get a direct clip to the dome, bruh.
What you saying? He's lying? Man ain't lying about that headshot.
If you get a direct clip.
Man ain't lying about that headshot.
If you get a direct clip to the head, bruh.
The taxi driver they got this man fighting. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's a prelim fight, bro. They ain't gonna put him in with no money fighter.
Nigga wearing jeans, got the win.
Nigga's a rude boy.
No rude boy.
Hey,
nigga wearing dry fit underwear with the jeans on, man.
Let me see if they had cool.
He wearing a dry fit shirt with jeans on.
Let me see if they had Motrin on before that.
What is going on, bro? Anyway, all right, we off that.
No, but listen what I'm saying though.
What's done is done, man. We off that.
No, listen what I'm saying though. If man, you made me lose my fucking train of thought, man.
Yeah, we off that. We off that.
The fuck is this?
We on to the big fight, man. We on to the big fight, man.
Big fight tomorrow, goddamn. It's the original. Canelo, Charlo, big fight. What we eating tomorrow? We eating pizza and wings, nigga?
I don't know, bro. We might need to hit that truck spot, man. That truck's
The Rasta
that
pasta
food
shit?
truck. Yeah, that Rasta pasta fire. That thing was fire, boy. That thing was fire for real.
That shit gonna be pricey as fuck.
I know. My girl saw that. She's like, man, $30 for that plate.
34 a plate.
For real.
I'm trying to see if Carmel. Who's this nigga?
Andre Leatherwood.
Oh, okay, so this is a guy that Terrell Gachet's supposed to be fighting.
What, top heavy than the mud? Not impressed with Gachet either, man. Who Gachet got what?
Oh, they ain't even showing young boy. They ain't even showing young boy. Anyway, let's just get current. Let's just let the shit play. Sanchez! Bruh, I'll be doing his heavyweight so dirty, bruh. These niggas don't fight enough, bruh. Mind you, Sanchez fought earlier this year, but
Sanchez looking like me on that scale, boy.
But sometimes
look, he finna knock something out.
Sometimes the heavyweights, they just gotta be patient. Look at Zili Zhang. He just starting to eat.
40 years old.
40 years old. He just getting his shine.
All the top heavyweights though, like 35 plus though. Oh, you finna knock this dude out. Dude look like he 200 pounds. Where they find this dude at? Where they find this dude at? He look like he 198 pounds.
Hey,
he finna get smoked.
That's a smoke show. That's a smoke show.
You gonna get smoked.
Anyways, y'all, the intro is done for the Eminent Sports Broadcasting. You know, we will probably debut that motherfucker next week. You know what I'm saying? Possibly Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get some legal things situated first before we do that. But the shit be fire though.
Yeah, man. You know, man. Top shotters are back. You know what I mean? We back in the building. Took a little 2-week hiatus, but we back, man. Got a couple big fights. You know what I mean, on the horizon, starting tomorrow with the Canelo and Charlo. Yo, man, we here, man, giving you that good boxing talk, man. You know, same shit. Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
You know,
so we're gonna probably
the word, man. We
wrap
here, man.
this up. We're gonna probably convene Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. One of them days, man.
Let's get together Sunday. I'm off Sunday. I took Sunday off, man.
We're gonna be here talking about them fights, man.
It's the day after the anniversary.
Might be a little massacre. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not, but you know. We're here for it, man. We're here for all of it.
Yeah, let's chop it up and discuss the shit. Sunday, post-fight conversation, me, Classick and Los.
Loso in the building, man.
And we're going to delve into it and break it down from top to motherfucking bottom. So we ain't going to try to force no Saturday show after the fight. It's going to be late as fuck. We're going to let y'all get the post-fight shit. You know what I'm saying? Soak all that shit up.
And let it marinate.
Yeah, let's get together Sunday. And then let's break this whole fucking card down and give the people what they want.
Sure, man. We here for it.
All right? Yeah. Eminent Sports Broadcasting signing out.
Yeah, man. One.
Y'all enjoy your night. And we love y'all.
One.